Former WWE champion claims Rhea Ripley hurt her badly during a major match. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. A former WWE champion has levied a major accusation against Rhea Ripley. She claimed Mommy had hurt her badly during a major match. Zelina Vega turned heel a few weeks ago to help her husband, Aleister Black, in his feud against Damian Priest. Since Priest couldn't put his hands on Zelina Vega, he reached out to his former Judgment Day stablemate, Rhea Ripley, for some backup. The two of them even teamed up on the 12th of December episode of SmackDown against Aleister Black and Vega. Although the Terror Twins emerged victorious, it did nothing to settle the feud between Damian Priest and Black. Last week on the Blue Brand, Priest faced off against the former AEW star in an ambulance match. As expected, Zelina Vega also got involved in the match. When the former Women's United States champion opened the ambulance door, Mommy was waiting for her inside. Ripley chased Vega to the ring before hitting her with the Riptide. USA Network has just posted a clip of the incident on social media. Zelina Vega replied that Mommy broke her nails during their encounter. She blindsided me and broke my nails, big deal, and big karma made her break her nails a few days later, so that's what happens. Nosy, I hope she's stepping her dog's pee puddles while wearing socks until she has none left. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky won the women's tag team titles on Raw. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky have had their eye on the women's tag team titles for some time now. Therefore, on Raw, they got their much-deserved title shot against the both teams delivered an exceptional match. However, in the end, Ripley was able to pick up the win for her team and win the women's tag titles. It remains to be seen who will be next in line to challenge Ripley and Io Sky for the tag titles. Rhea Ripley, Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis, Nia Jax, and others react after WWE star sends unfortunate injury update during SmackDown. WWE superstar has suffered a horrifying injury, and now Rhea Ripley, Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis, and others have reacted. They took to Instagram to share their comments. Rhea Ripley, Adam Pearce, and other WWE superstars have reacted to a horrible injury suffered by Elton Prince. Earlier today, Elton Prince sent out a message revealing that he had suffered an injury during a match, which kept him out of action for months. He went on to say he had surgery and was working on returning after the potentially career-ending injury. He added that he was now focused on getting healthy and reclaiming the basics so he could be the best father and give his partner, Kelly Kincaid, a good night of sleep. Kit Wilson has since sent a message discussing what really happened in the ring and what Prince went through because of his injury. He went on to say that he hoped the star recovered soon and would be healthy. But thanks to the efforts of the WWE medical staff and Dr. Cantor, Gina, and the Hogue team, we found the problem, and yesterday I successfully underwent a 2-level neck fusion. Not exactly where I hope to be at 28, but we are owed nothing in this life, and I am just grateful to be on the road to recovery. I want to thank everybody who has messaged or commented to ask how and where I am. It's been nice to not feel forgotten, and I will try my hardest to overcome all the obstacles and get back in the ring for you. But my focus right now is just getting healthy and reclaiming the basics, like being able to be the best dad I can be for my daughter, as at Kelly Kincaid _WEUE is long overdue a good night's sleep. I can't thank her enough for the support and help during all this, and while I'm recovering, I'm excited to watch my brother at Kit Wilson _PD crush everything he does, and get a well-deserved spotlight shown on him. Wilson was not the only one to react. Rhea Ripley, Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce, and other WWE superstars have reacted to the news as well, sending Prince their well wishes and letting him know that they were with him. Rhea Ripley sent her support by reacting to the post along with several others. Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce let the star know that they were with him, as did Wade Barrett. Why Charlotte Flair was smiling after loss to Rhea Ripley at WWE WrestleMania 39. At WrestleMania 39, Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley stole the entire weekend with their clash over the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, a match that is widely considered one of the best women's title bouts in the history of the grandest stage of them all. Despite Flair losing her title to Ripley, she was seen smiling in defeat outside of the ring while Mommy celebrated the victory, and during a recent interview with Clutch Points, Flair revealed the reasoning behind the iconic moment. "It was more like, follow that. That's how I felt," Flair stated. "I felt like Rhea and I had incredible chemistry, a lot of history, and that match, I was proud of both of us. She was probably thinking it too. Follow that." That was the smile according to Flair. She didn't direct the "follow that" specifically statement to Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, the USOs, Kevin Owens, or Sami Zayn, who main evented Night 1 and 2 of WrestleMania 39, but rather sent the message to everyone competing that weekend. Additionally, the match was also viewed as a passing of the torch moment, with Flair seemingly handing over the persona of the most dominant woman in the division to Ripley. The 16-time women's champion also claimed that everyone backstage was thrilled backstage with their performance, stating that the goal was to always steal the show, especially after believing they had the ability to main event Night 1 if the build to the match had been WWE criticized. For Rhea Ripley's character change, former WWE Booker criticizes the company for Rhea Ripley's character being softened up. Rhea Ripley has been a dominant force in the women's division in WWE. She has had major main event feuds as a singles competitor with the likes of Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Becky Lynch. Ripley is known for using her towering frame and goth girl energy to intimidate her opponents in the ring. However, recently Ripley has been relegated to the tag team division, and her pairing with Io Sky to form a tag team, now called Rio, over the past few months has changed her on-screen persona. Her character is now friendlier and more approachable, and she is seen hugging her tag team partner and being more wholesome in general, which is a stark contrast from her previous intense character. Former WWE Booker Vince Russo doesn't like Rhea Ripley's character change. Speaking on his podcast, Russo's the Brand, former WWE Booker Vince Russo criticized Ripley for making these major changes to her character by saying that it looks like she's in love with her girlfriend rather than being a menacing gothic badass. What is Rhea Ripley doing with her character? She went from mommy and gothic and the big foot stomp and the big bada *S to like she's in love with her girlfriend, like constantly hugging Io Sky and rubbing heads and smiling. Do you think somebody literally said to Rhea Ripley, "You need to change your character"? Because I don't get it. She's not feared anymore. There's no goth feeling. Russo says he even compared her to late WWE legend Chyna, but went on to say that with this character change, he can no longer make the comparison. "I used to compare her to Chyna. Chyna wasn't freaking hugging Sunny. She's nowhere near Chyna. I would never compare the two of them now. There's been such a character change with her, and I don't think it's for the better." Rhea Ripley was last seen on the Netflix anniversary episode of Raw, where she won the Women's World Tag Team titles with her partner Io Sky. The pair faced the Kabuki Warriors in a seesawing match, which eventually saw women's wrestling wrap up. New champs on WWE Raw, Willow dethrones the CEO crowns new champions on Raw. Willow Nightingale dethrones the CEO Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Martinez prepares for her final run in the ring. New champions crowned on WWE Raw. The WWE Women's Division kicked off 2026 in epic fashion, with not one, but two title changes on WWE Raw. Just days before Raw, Rhea Ripley and Sky emerged victorious over Asuka and Kairi Sane, the reigning WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, in an 8-woman tag match on WWE SmackDown. On WWE's Red brand, Ripley and Sky continued their momentum by defeating the duo, known as the Kabuki Warriors, yet again, this time with the tag titles on the line. The victory came moments after Sky blasted Asuka with a pair of knees, then a Meteora. From there, Ripley laid out the Empress of Tomorrow with a Riptide, after which Sky delivered an over-the-moonsault as well. With Asuka now in position for Ripley to pin, Sky wiped out Sane with a dive through the ropes, rendering her unable to save Asuka from the 3-count fall that followed. For Ripley, this win marks the beginning of her second reign as WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. Meanwhile, Sky enters her third. Both, however, now have Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, another former pair of champions, hot on their tails. Elsewhere on Raw, Maxine Dupree marked her second televised WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship defense, and her first against Becky Lynch. In the months preceding, Dupree racked up 3 victories over Lynch, the final of which resulted in her unseating Lynch for the respective title in Madison Square Garden. With a relentless fire burning inside her, though, Lynch managed to finally defeat Dupree, courtesy of a bridging pin and illegal rope leverage. As such, Lynch is now the first ever 2-time Women's Intercontinental Champion in WWE history. WWE Women's World Champion Stephanie Baker also appeared on Raw this week, revealing that she had sustained an ankle injury. Still, she intends to be a defending champion. Willow Nightingale dethrones the CEO. For over 580 days, Mercedes Moné danced around as the AEW